Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Jacindaandidara show. Today it's only going to be me because, well, just because. First of all, Happy New Year's, everyone. It had been a rough year, 2020, and I'm just praying that as this year goes forward, that 2021 will not be a bitch because 2020. Anyways, so this video, as the title states, is talking about New Year's resolution. First of all, I just want to say that it's a bit awkward for me to sit down in front of this camera and just like say meaningful things, like talk to you guys as the viewers, because I feel like when it's in front of the camera, it's things just seems a bit inauthentic. Like it just doesn't feel real, at least to me. I'm usually just bothered about how I look, how I sound. Oh, and speaking about sound, sorry about this static sound I can hear in the background. I don't know how to get rid of that. So if you guys have tips, please leave it in the comment section. Yes, back to what I was saying, like I'm bothered about how I sound, how I look, how people perceive me, like how you guys view me. And I know, like, you're supposed to be bothered about what people think of you, but if you're doing this for people to watch you, obviously you're going to have to be a bit bothered about how people would think of you. But anyways, yes, moving forward, I just want to say that if I just pray this video doesn't seem a bit dull. I about New Year's resolution. So I think as long with almost every single person in this world, we all do, like, at least most of us, we do like New Year's resolutions and all of that. I actually have, oh chill, a journal where I write all my New Year's resolutions. If you follow my personal page, you've probably watched the video about that. Like I did a video on New Year's resolutions, and I showed this particular journal or another one. I have like two journals, but this is like the main one. This has all my juicy secrets. Anyway, so I have New Year's resolutions in this. So as New Year's resolutions go, you write down the things you hope to achieve or things you hope to figure out within the year. Honestly, the thing is that before I used to view it as some sort of motivation into doing better things during the course of the year, but honestly, it's pressure. It's like a serious pressure, because I try to wonder, like I try my best to uphold this particular like to-do list of things that I'm supposed to get done within the year, I'm supposed to figure out within the year. And then when I don't figure all these things out, when I don't do it, it ends up making me feel like I have failed in some way or I'm slacking off. And honestly, it's not the best feeling. I don't really, it's not like I won't come up here and say things like, oh, forget New Year's resolutions, boycott it, don't do it, it's not necessary. But is it really necessary? Like, do we really have to write down a list of things that we are supposed to figure out, we're supposed to do within the year? Like, why can't we just live? Like, I know it sounds very hippie of me, but like, why can't we just just live our lives without this list, or without this expectations, without this hopes that if they don't come true, you end up feeling bad about yourself. The thing about these resolutions is that it's possible and it's also not possible. Like, it's very possible for you to figure all those things out, but it's also possible for you to not do that. And we live in a world where we are faced with so much stress and so much pressure, and like to be better, to do good. Like, in our parents' time, the stress and and the pressure was, oh, you have to be book smart, you have to be like successful in all those work areas like doctor, lawyer, engineer, all those things. Now the pressure has shifted in our own period to be social media savvy, to be popular, to be famous, to be successful, but successful in a way where people know about it, thus it validates it. And you know, it's just so much. It's just so much to do, and it's just so much to weigh on yourself. I went through one of my worst weeks this month. That will happen every month, but like I went through one of my worst weeks this past week for the month, and it's like because I have serious insecurity issues, and sometimes it feels like I just keep falling back into that hole. And throughout this past week, it's like it kind of expanded. I don't even know how to put it, but I just felt worse than I've ever felt in this world. I felt alone. I felt scared. I felt sad. I was angry. Like every single thing, and it's just like every single thing that I have worked towards, like self wise, spirituality wise, everything I would work towards just felt like everything had just crumbled and destroyed, and I'm just back to square one. And it's crazy because as I was in that period, because I'm also having issues with my spiritual life, because I want to be more spiritual. I want to be, I want like the things I do to glorify God and God's work. But there are some things that I cannot I cannot understand within Christianity. Like that this past week, especially yesterday night, just started thinking, like, what was the point? What was the point of myself giving myself all these rules, all this to-do list to get things done within a year? Like, what was the actual point? I'm a human being and I'm allowed to fail, but I should get back up once I fail. I'm allowed to feel sad. I'm allowed to not be able to figure things out right away. So why am I stressing myself? Why am I forcing myself to get all these things done? Like I'm freaking 19. You know? This is supposed to be the years I'm supposed to find myself, not struggle to find myself, but like beautifully find myself through experiences, not just through sitting down and thinking, who am I? But like going out and figuring out who I am. So I guess what I'm saying is that I only have one New Year's resolution, and that's just to do whatever it is I want to do. If I want to get angry, I should get angry. If I want to be happy, I should be happy. If I want to go and travel to, I don't know, if I want to use all the money in my bank account and travel to India, I should. I should just live my life wisely, spiritually, but gradually. I should not try to rush things. I should just figure out where I stand in God, where I stand in myself, where I stand with my family, where I stand with my loved ones, and make sure that my energy is something that could be spread through everyone that's around me. Okay, so guys, I know this has been a long ass video. I really hope I wasn't rambling, because I feel like I was rambling at some point. But anyways, yes. In summary, don't be too held back by your New Year's resolutions. There's nothing wrong in having some, but don't feel so pressured to keep to it. If you want it, you want to write some out, sure, go ahead, because the Bible says something about if you want it done, you have to write it out. I don't really know the verse, but like, yeah. So if you want to do all of that, go ahead, do it. Do you, boo. But do not feel too pressured to figure everything out. If you don't end up doing everything by the end of the year, that's fine. That's next year. You can just do like a continuation. It doesn't have to end that year, and just be happy. Well, no, that's a bad idea. You don't always have to be happy. Just feel what you need to feel when you need to feel it. Don't suppress anything. That never help anybody. And just be grateful. In everything, we should always be grateful. Thank you all for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in our next video. Thank you guys, and love from Justin that too. Bye bye.